Hi guys, it's Tara with Gaia Tarot 13, and this is your monthly tarot card forecast for April 2017. As always with the monthlies, I'm going to pull 5 cards, 4 for the different weeks of the month, and then the 5th card will be an overview of the entire month. And I'm back at home. Back in my office. I wish I could just stay on the beach forever, but can't do that. All right, let's get going. Okay, so let's get in here. First week we have the 6 of Cups reversed. And this is like needing to let go of something. Like you've got something from your past that you're maybe just kind of hanging on to. It's a cup, so it might be a romantic relationship or a romantic partner or something like that that you just can't let go of. It doesn't have to be for all of you, but that's kind of what I'm getting since it is a cup. It might be just that you have an emotional situation that you're kind of clinging to, and even though maybe it's past its expiration date, it's like you're focusing on what it was and not what it is, and so because of that you're not letting it go, because you don't see what it is. Maybe even like you don't see what the current state is because you're too busy focusing on what it used to be, and so you're kind of clinging to it when you really just need to be seeing how it is and releasing it. That's the best thing to do. Always, especially in love, that's the best thing to do, is to release something, and if it comes back, then that's what was meant to happen, right? Don't try to cling to things because you're seeing it through your lens, or you're seeing how it used to be or what you want it to be, as opposed to what it actually is. Now, again, this can be any situation. It does not have to be love specifically. But as I said, since it's a cups, that's probably what it's going to be for a good chunk of us. I'm included in that. So for a good chunk of us, that's probably what it's going to be. But if that doesn't apply to you and you have a different situation going on, this is the message. Week 2, another cups. We have the 8 of Cups reversed. And this might be why you're having a hard time letting something go. It might be that it's kind of popping in and out of your life. This card is talking about something rearing its head back around, something coming back to visit you. Again, cups, I'm going to tie it right into here with that romantic relationship, romantic partner. It could be that this person is maybe popping in and out of your life and you're having a hard time letting them go because it's not that the situation has changed, it's that, well, I mean, it has changed. It's not that you're not seeing that it's changed, but it's like, where they used to be there a lot and were meeting your needs and were giving you what you need, maybe they just ghost for a while. But then they pop back in just long enough for you to see how it used to be and think, okay, well, it's still that way. Here they are, here they're back. Like, it hasn't totally changed, but it has. The fact that they're now popping in and out as opposed to being there consistently, the fact that they are just kind of giving you enough for you to just hold on that little bit, pretty much keeping you on a string. I'm just thinking like fishing, when you like throw out bait and you just like give them just enough to catch them and then reel them in, and right. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. They're popping in and out of your life. This person, and again, it could be a situation, doesn't have to be romantic, but this person is popping in and out of your life. So the first week, the advice is like, hey, you really need to let this go, you really need to let this go, and then they're gonna show up again. So, I mean, you know what you need to do, but here they are kind of giving you that little bit to keep you enticed. So stay strong. Stay strong, because you don't have to take the bait. Okay, so then the third week, we have Justice upright. And this is really telling me that, like, you are at a fork in the road. Like, this situation, the first 2 weeks, may very well come to head, and it could be decision time. Like, you have to make a choice. Are you going to keep reliving this pattern of these first 2 weeks over and over? Or are you going to say, enough is enough? This is about karma and karmic justice and releasing patterns, releasing old patterns, and perhaps this is a pattern that you have going on throughout your past lives and your current life, even maybe. If this is not the first time this has happened in relationships with you, this is like saying, hey, acknowledge the pattern that's going on, acknowledge the karma, and heal the karma, work through it, resolve it, decide to change. This is also a yes card, so I'm like reading this as like, yes, you can break this cycle. Yes, you can get through this. Yes, you can stop this pattern from repeating itself. You just have to acknowledge that it's there and make the conscious choice to stop doing it and then break that karma. So the third week is about the fork in the road, making that decision. Are you going to release this pattern, or are you going to keep doing what you're doing? And it's saying, you know, if you want to do it, you have the encouragement and support of the universe this week. Like, you can do it. You can do it. You just have to commit to it. Fourth week is the Four of Swords upright. And this is telling me, like, whew, those first 3 weeks were a lot of work, and now you need to chill. Like, going through all of that you've gone through these first 3 weeks is a lot of energy, a lot of work, a lot of self-actualization, self-realization, healing, and now just take some time and relax, take a break, rest, step back from the situation, reflect on what's been going on, meditate on it if you need to, but, you know, I mean, this isn't going to be resolved in 1 week. It's not like, poof, situation's healed, I'm done with my karma, yay, next lesson. Like, that's not how it works. It's going to be an ongoing process. But if you're working really hard, it's like you don't have to be doing it as intensely as you need to. Like, this is going to be a long process. You can't burn yourself out on it, because then you'll give up. You'll be like, I just can't do it, and you'll give up. So instead, just know, like, just integrate it into your life, you know, one thing at a time. Like, if this person's coming back and they're calling you or texting you or something, but you've decided, like, you know what, I'm going to let that go. I'm not going to entertain that anymore. I'm going to break that habit. Then it's not like, you know, trying to do everything all at once, deleting their number, blocking their number, and, like, trying to purge them from your life, because, you know, you might get kind of like, I need to talk to them, or, you know, whatever. This is like, okay, well, one step at a time, right? Like, so start by not checking your phone every 5 minutes. Start by not taking that phone call. Start, you know, small steps, baby steps. You can do it, like, in a consistent manner instead of in a, like, all at once kind of thing. It seems to me like, I mean, again, it could be any situation, but I'm really getting this as, like, a love reading kind of this month. Like, this month, your focus might just be all on love and releasing whatever this relationship karma is. So, our overview for the month, we have the Five of Cups upright. So, this is not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of emotional turmoil. It's going to be really hard for you to do this and hard for you to release the situation. You're going to be feeling sad. Wow, look at how many cups are here. Okay. You're going to be having a really hard time releasing this person. And I'm going to go with person because, as I said, we've got 3 out of 5 cards that are all cups. So, I mean, to me, we're talking about relationships. And it's going to be really hard for you to release this person and, you know, let them go. You may not be ready to do it, but it's something that you have to do. So and this is the overview for the whole month. So you're going to be feeling this whole month, throughout this whole process, you're going to be feeling a lot of struggle and emotional turmoil and feelings of loss, some like grieving, going through the stages of grief, like, oh, I can't do it, but maybe I can have them in my life to this extent, bargaining, right? Or trying to get yourself all worked up at them and get angry at them to, try and make it easier to allow this healing and segue. Because it's easier to, get someone out of your life when you're mad at them, right? So you're going to be kind of going through those stages of grief throughout all 4 of these weeks. It's going to be really, really hard, but it's necessary. Very necessary. And that's why we've got this here, that 4th week. You're just going to need to relax. You're going to need to chill out. You're going to need to recover. You're going to need to diffuse and kind of come back into center and get yourself out of all of this emotional turmoil. I mean, you're going to spend like a big chunk of the month kind of like on a roller coaster. And so it's very, very important to you to spend that, last week at least, if you can't, do it sporadically throughout, that last week, it's very encouraged energetically through the universe to just kind of like decompress. So, that's very important when you're dealing with something like this, or else this can drive you crazy if you're constantly living in it. You can't constantly live in this state. So know that it's going to be hard. You can do it. You can get through it. And that you've got this to look forward to at the end to kind of just decompress. And give yourself like kudos along the way. Don't berate yourself. If you do answer that call and then later you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I'm trying to purge them from my life. Like, blah. Like, don't beat yourself up. Just give yourself kudos for when you want to check your phone and you don't, because that's going to come up, right? Like, I want to, and then when you don't, give yourself like little cookies. They can be figurative cookies or they can be literal cookies, like whatever. But like, give yourself cookies for doing things that like, or not doing things that you would have otherwise done, not checking the phone, not, thinking about them every 2 minutes, not sending that text when you want to send that text back to them, all that sort of stuff. It's going to be a long process this month. It might, when you're dealing with emotional things, it might seem longer because you're doing it every day in your head, every minute of every day in your head, but you can get through it, and I am so proud of you guys for trying and for working through this. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my YouTube page. If you want to get a personal reading with me, the only way to do so is through my website, which is GaiaTarot13.com. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr, where I pull a tarot card every day, reading the energy of that specific day. Also, be sure to check out the weeklies, and it'll kind of help elaborate on this, although I'm sure it's going to be in the love life. For most of us, it's going to be in the love life. Check out the weeklies anyway. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.